Hey guys, it's Carrie. So I have kind of crappy lighting today and I'm holding my iPhone in my hand, so it might get a little shaky, so bear with me. I want to share with you a tarot spread that I just invented. This is something that I would definitely invite you to try for yourself if it piques your curiosity, or I'm also offering this as a purchase option over on my site happyfishtarot.com if you are interested in an outside perspective. I got this idea because I am currently reading Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert, which I would highly recommend. I've been devouring it actually rather quickly because it is just delicious. And one of her premises in the book is that each and every one of us human beings has what Elizabeth Gilbert refers to as strange jewels buried within us. And these strange jewels are our creative gifts and our strengths and the unique kind of inherent gifts and talents that we have to be creative and to really serve the world and have a more engaged, conscious life. But the interesting part of this is that it's not always easy for us to see or to unearth or understand precisely what these strange jewels are that we have within us. I get a lot of clients who come to me and tell me that they already kind of know that they have some creativity and that they want to have a more inspired life and they want to be really more engaged with putting things out in the world and making things happen and being creative, but they're not really sure where to start with that. They're not even quite sure how to dig within themselves and to kind of start identifying what their creative gifts are. So if you can relate to that, this spread is going to give you some thoughts on what kind of strange creative jewels are lurking within you, and it's also going to give some thoughts on why those gifts are important and how you can start bringing them more into the open. Even if you're already living a really actively engaged creative life, I think this could still be useful for you. I consider myself a creative person. I put content out on a regular basis, but I think even when we are consistently creative, we have those times where we want to kind of take it to the next level and we want to look at what new gifts we can start to move into. So the spread is pretty versatile and I think it could work for you in a number of situations. I'll walk you through the positions in the spread, and as I mentioned earlier, you are more than welcome to try this for yourself, and if you do, leave me a comment and let me know how it went. The first couple of cards, which are these two right here, are going to help you identify a little more specifically what your creative gifts actually are. The first card will help you consider the more accessible of your strange jewels, your creative gifts. This will usually give you some information about things that are already a little more accessible to your conscious awareness. So this might remind you of talents that you already know you possess, things that you've accomplished in the past that maybe you need to remember at this point in time, anything that is more kind of percolating in a place where it's easier for you to kind of grasp onto and understand how it relates to your creative life. Card number 2, this one, will represent the creative gifts within you that are currently a little more buried, a little more on the unconscious side. This might be things that either there's maybe some repressing going on, or maybe things that you're just having a harder time bringing into your conscious awareness. It could potentially be things you're having some resistance to, but anything that's a little bit harder for you to really wrap yourself around will come up within the second card. This is card number 3, and this card will help you consider some of the challenges associated with your creative gifts. This could talk a little more about things that maybe, again, you have some resistance to, things that are sort of not the easiest for you to handle about your creative gifts and talents, ways that these creative gifts that you have will cause you to question yourself and cause you to maybe stretch your wings a little bit. Anything pertaining to challenges, you'll get some information on that with card number 3. The next card, this one up here, represents why your creative gifts are important to the world. This is something that I strongly believe wholeheartedly, that we each come kind of prepackaged with these sort of universal talents and gifts and these ways that we can make the world a better place for ourselves and for anyone that we come into contact with. And that can be on a really big scale, but it can also be on a really small scale. So this card will help you consider what kind of difference you can make in the world and why your particular brand of strange jewels are beneficial and beautiful and useful. Over here, we kind of continue that theme a little bit. This card talks about more in depth about the real world application of your creative gifts. This can give you some information on maybe some more tangible things that you could really be doing with your creative gifts, types of projects that you could be taking on, kinds of work that you could be doing, and maybe a little more specific ideas about what types of creative output would really maximize and take advantage of your unique gifts. And then the last card, that one up there, will give you some more specific advice on taking the next step. This kind of goes into what you can really be doing with the information that you've gained from the rest of the cards and how you can parlay that into engaging with your creative gifts on a deeper level, continuing forward and getting an even more clear understanding of your strange jewels, and really working to make them more of an active part of your life and bringing them into your daily existence. So that is it. This is the Strange Jewels tarot reading to help you unearth and get aligned with your unique creative gifts and talents. Thank you so much for watching. If you are not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, that would be awesome. If you want to go ahead and subscribe, you can also visit me on my personal digital lair, happyfishtarot.com. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.